Alright, let's take a look at the gear here on my Glacial Hammer Inquisitor. So we are running a Frost Breath Mace. I think it has great synergy with Glacial Hammer, since Glacial Hammer has increased effective chill on it, and you need to chill enemies to do good damage with it. You certainly can dual wield, and the dual wield bonuses are nice, but the Frost Breath Mace doesn't have any of those nice global increased damage bonuses that something like a Doriani's Catalyst has, so I chose to run a shield. As well, the crafted double damage focus mod here is great for reliably freezing and chilling endgame stuff. Loreweave, pretty much best in slot chest for this build. You might be able to beat it with an insane Astral Plate, but pretty tough to beat a well-rolled Loreweave for this build. For the helmet here, you want life, and you want the minus cold resist delve mod as well. This helm enchant is the best one, and you also want an open suffix for duration of ailments while focused. It again augments your ability to reliably freeze and chill endgame stuff. For our ring combo, we run Mark of the Elder in addition to a generic Shaper ring. Tons of damage and life on this ring. And we also want the Shock Nearby Enemies mod, which has synergy with this other focus mod on the helmet, as well as some increased effect of non-damaging elements that we get elsewhere on the build. If you can afford completely insane steel or opal rings, they probably do better than this combination. For your amulet, you are looking for the percent fizz as extra cold damage mod. As well, I'm a big fan of getting weapon range wherever you can on name lock skills. Helps both quality of life and clear. I went with Tomb Fist gloves in part because it's tough to get the corruption that you want on anything else but them, but they are also obviously solid gloves for any attack build. But the temp chains on hit mod is really, really strong with freeze and chill. As well, it does help with uptime on shock. In combination with this, you can basically have 100% shock uptime or pretty darn close to it. Calm's Roots here give you the stun immunity you need on this build, tons of life, and this enchant is probably the best. The Ellie Pen one is also good, or you could choose one of the defensive options as well. For your belt, Stygian Vice with, standard life and resist, but lots of damage mods are available on these belts. Mine doesn't have much in the way of that stuff, but if you can get the Ellie damage with attack skills, or increased cold damage, increased Ellie damage, those are all great. As far as jewels go, you want life, you want flat physical damage, you want attack speed, and utility stuff like chance to gain onslaught or resistances. For regular jewels, attack speed is best. And then you have your threshold jewels here. Definitely look for this corrupted implicit here. The effect of freeze, chill, and shock are all helped by this mod here, and these are dirt cheap, under 10 chaos, since this is not a skill a lot of people use. Watcher's Eye to augment hatred. The Cold Pen mod is best for one property. For a second property, increased cold damage or flat cold damage are both great. And then finally we have our Flask Setup. You need a bleed immune flask, so we put that on our life flask because we have all unique flasks for the rest. So, extra cold damage in the form of penetration here, as well as some reduced Ellie taken. Taste of Hate, again, extra cold damage. Also, the fizz from hits taken as cold damage is especially effective on armor builds, and because we're running a Loreweave. Increased armor and more melee physical damage. Again, both offensive and defensive benefits. And this guy, similar, and just redundancy on generating consecrated ground. However, it is completely reasonable for you to run Its Series Promise, but I like the better Flask uptime on this other stuff, as well as the redundancy for Consecrated Ground, considering its value in this build.